Good morning, Ludlow High School, and welcome to the Friday, March 7th edition of the Lions Roar. I am Mason Moraes.
And I am Michael Kelly, freshly 18, bringing you all the latest news from around Ludlow High School.
Before we start the show, would you please rise and remove all hats for the pledge to the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's start the show off with a few announcements. The last day to buy tickets for the Best Buddies Prom is today via the Cash App. Any questions, see Miss Santos Ponce or Miss Karolikas.
To celebrate maple season in Quebec, the French Club will be learning how to make the classic Quebecois dessert, les grands-pères, which are warm, gooey maple syrup dumplings for our annual cooking lesson. French Club members, if you have not done so already, please remember to add your name to the sign-up list on the French Club Google Classroom if you plan on participating by the end of the day at school today. We will meet in the C-Wing kitchen on the bottom floor at 2:05 this Monday. Yearbook staff will also be stopping by to take this year's club photo.
We are looking for students who are interested in being trained in first aid, teen mental health first aid. This program is designed for teenagers to learn more about teen mental health concerns and how to best help yourself and your friends. For all students, it is important that you have the knowledge and training to provide support to the people you care about. The classes are run during school hours, 2 periods on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. At the end of the training, you come away with a certificate, but most of all, you are a little more educated and prepared to help those around you. We have already had 1 class this year, and the hope is to keep training as many students as possible. If you have any more questions, please feel free to talk to a school counselor or an administrator. We are hoping to run the class during the first week of April, and we are looking to get 20 to 24 students to attend.
Senior show is tonight and tomorrow, and you can still buy tickets. QR codes are posted around the school. We promise it won't be as long as last year, but it will be hilarious.
Attention all spring athletes. We are excited to offer a free athletic prep program to help you get ready for the upcoming season. This program, led by our strength coaches, Max and Keeley, will focus on building strength, endurance, and agility before the season starts. The program runs until the start of the spring season. Sessions are held Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursdays to 2 to 3 p.m. This is a great opportunity to improve your fitness, reduce injury risk, and get ready to compete. Scan the QR code outside the fitness room to sign up. If you have any questions, reach out to Mr. Brillo. Don't miss out on getting ready for spring sports.
Spring sports season is beginning soon. The new track is ready to go. The boys and girls track teams will be at home for the first time since 2016. Coach Walsh and Coach Govin are looking for managers to help make this season run smoothly. If you're interested or would like more information, please see Mr. Walsh or email Mrs. Govin.
The LHS Tri-M Music Honor Society invites you to test your skills with the annual Name That Tune Challenge. Simply, listen to the following song and enter your name along with your correct guess for this week's song during lunch today, and you could win. One winner will be picked at the end of the day to receive a $10 Amazon gift card. This free contest will be held every Friday in March in recognition of Music in Our Schools Month. This week's tune features Jason Stevens on the flute. Good luck. Everyone, prepare for the latest, greatest segment on this year's Lions Roar.
That is right. Let's head on over to Danny with this week's Teacher Trivia.
Which teacher at LHS worked at McDonald's for 2 weeks? A, Mr. Martin, B, Mr. Nason, C, Mrs. Ianio, or D, Mr. Elson?
Mr. Elson?
Mr. Nason.
Miss Yanio.
Mr. Elson.
Miss Yanyo.
Mr. Nason. Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
I'm gonna say Miss Dianio. I'm gonna go with D. Mr. Elson for no apparent reason.
I'm gonna say Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
I'm gonna have to go with D. Mr. Elson.
Mr. Elson.
I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Elson.
Which teacher at LHS can play violin? A, Miss Massey, B, Miss Chacon, C, Miss Hedden, or D, Miss Beswick?
Miss Beswick.
Miss Chacon.
Miss Hedden.
Miss Haddon.
I'm going to say Miss Chacon.
Miss Beswick. Miss Beswick.
Miss Chacon.
Beswick.
Miss Beswick.
Mrs. Massey.
Miss Hedden. Maybe Miss Hedden.
I'm gonna say Mrs. Hedden.
Say Miss Massey.
I'm gonna have to go with B. Miss Chacon.
Miss Beswick.
Miss Hedden.
It is now the moment you have all been waiting for. Please put your hands together for Faith Kerouac and Hayden Del Rosario Rodriguez with this week's Counseling Corner.
Thanks, Mike. As you know, I'm Faith Kerouac.
I'm Hayden Del Rosario Rodriguez.
And welcome to this week's Counseling Corner.
Attention juniors, UMass Amherst is offering an online SAT/ACT prep session this spring. During this interactive online workshop, students will learn strategies for success and build confidence to perform your best on either assessment. This full-day session takes place live from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is led by best-selling and in-demand test prep author Brian Leaf. The cost is $420. Due to the individualized nature of this workshop, space is limited, so register early if you're interested. To register or ask questions, email the email below. UMass Amherst also has several pre-college programs available this summer for rising 10th through 12th graders. The pre-college programs offer high school students first-hand experience with college-level academics, project-based learning, and campus life, and are a great way to explore potential majors. Residential and online opportunities are available. To apply, students will need a brief one-page statement of interest, one recommendation letter from a teacher or your school counselor, an unofficial high school transcript, and a $45 application fee. More information, including program fees and scholarships, can be found on the website below.
Seniors, check Naviance for new scholarships. New scholarships are posted frequently and are also posted on the LHS Counseling Instagram. Attention juniors, SAT dates for spring 2025 digital testing are now available. Please check Google Classroom, the LHS Counseling Instagram, or College Board website for more information, or see Mrs. Connolly. LHS will be a test site from May 3rd, June 7th, and again in November. It is highly recommended that students practice for the SAT. Official SAT practice can raise a student's score by an average of 115 points. You can learn more about SAT practice by visiting the SAT suite of assessments or at the link below, or Khan Academy for resources to get started. Back to you, Mason.
Appreciate it, Faith. And now, as my good friend Daniel would say, now let's see what's on the lunch menu. On Monday, we'll all be having the one and only chicken noodle soup with ham and cheese on a bulky roll, chips, mixed veggies, and fruit. On Tuesday, we are all once again indulging on some chicken and gravy, oven roasted potatoes, whole wheat dinner roll, tossed salad with dressing and fruit. On Hump Day, we will be diving into that delicious shepherd's pie with hamburg, potatoes, corn, and gravy, seasoned carrots, whole wheat dinner roll, and assorted fruit.
On Thursday, we are having a steak and cheese grinder, sweet potatoes, peppers, and onions, and lastly, assorted fruit. Finally, on Friday, we are having mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce, seasoned noodles, roasted chickpeas, and assorted fruit.
Now, let's pass it on over to my desk partner and Mr. Camps for the weekend weather forecast.
Thank you, Mason. Hello, everyone. Sam here with the weekend weather forecast. Let's see what we have in store. Today, it's going to be a windy one, but the sun will be peeking out with little partly cloudiness. Temperatures will range from a high of 42 degrees, but with those gusty winds, it's going to feel even colder, dipping down to a low of 26. Make sure to bundle up. Moving into tomorrow, things calm down just a little bit, but more of the same partly cloudy skies. It's going to be a little chilly with a high of 37 and a low of 27. Great day for some warm hot cocoa. And for Sunday, we will stay on the cooler side with yet another partly cloudy day. Temperatures will rise slightly to a high of 41 with a low of 25 degrees at night. not a bad way to wrap up the weekend. Make sure you're bundled up for those chilly temperatures. And that will be all for your forecast this weekend. Now on to Lucas Frank with your sports update for this week.
Thanks, Sam. Welcome to this week's Sports Update. This past weekend, Lucas Alvin and Samantha Bertini both wrestled in the All-State Tournament. They both placed first. Logan Walsh competed last weekend at New England's running the 1,000 meter. He ran 2:34.9, placing 7th overall. Now let's see what's on the calendar for this weekend. The wrestling team will be traveling to Providence, Rhode Island on Saturday and Sunday for New England's. Good luck to Lucas Alvin and Sam Bertini. That's it for this week's update. If you see Michael Kelly around, wish him a happy belated birthday. Back to you, Mike and Mason.
Thank you all for tuning in, and as always, I am Michael Kelly.
And I am Mason Moraes. Have a great weekend, and we will see you all next week.